Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where today we have full details on the first WWE 2K20 Originals DLC pack, which includes a ton of content that you'll be able to get for free by pre-ordering, including the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Before we get to the full details, if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with all the latest WWE 2K20 news. So without the way, let's jump into a full breakdown of the first Originals DLC pack, which is titled Bump in the Night, as each of the Originals DLC is set to feature a specific theme, with this one having a horror vibe to coincide with the October release and Halloween. As for the content, let's start off with the main attraction, as this DLC pack is headlined by the inclusion of the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, who you'll be able to unlock and play as despite only just making his TV debut at SummerSlam after months of teasing the WWE Universe. So this comes as a massive surprise, as generally anyone debuting a new look this close to release wouldn't stand a chance of being included. However, this year 2K pulled out all the stops to give players the most up-to-date roster yet, which if you pre-order, then you can add the new Fiend character to your roster. So that's the first superstar included with the pack. However, we also have 10 additional new horror-themed WWE Superstars, including Demon King Finn Balor, the Swampfather Bray Wyatt, FrankenStrowman, Wicked Alelister Black, Unleashed Apex Predator Randy Orton, Fed Up Sheamus, Twisted Nikki Cross, Survivor Mandy Rose, and 2 mystery versions of WWE Superstars that remain a surprise. So right away we have the confirmation of Nikki Cross, who's returned to the series after she was missing last year, plus we've got various horror-themed WWE Superstars that will feature in both the new 2K Showcase content and new DLC towers. Taking a closer look at the previewed Superstars, we have Twisted Alelister Black, who bears a little resemblance to the Night King from Game of Thrones, Apex Predator Randy Orton, which sees the Viper with snake-like features that include a scaly skin texture, as well as a snake-like nose, which gives him an almost Voldemort-like look. As we've seen in the first concept images, FrankenStrowman sees Braun Strowman transformed into Frankenstein's monster, whilst Fed Up Sheamus can be seen sporting an attire which is obviously inspired by Shaun of the Dead, which, as a big fan of the movie, I have to say is pretty damn cool. So that's our first look at the horror-themed WWE Superstars, but let's move on to the 2K Showcase content and explain what exactly that is, as alongside the horror-themed character models, 2K have also included add-on content for the 2K Showcase, which features a brand new original story focused on Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. The synopsis for the story reads, an alternate Swampfather version of Bray Wyatt has amassed otherworldly power, becoming an embodiment of the swamp itself. He lures Finn Balor to his compound to recruit Finn's demon into his group of powered superstars, which he calls his family. Finn is forced to fight in a series of matches against members of Wyatt's family until finally the power within Finn Balor is unleashed. So that gives you an idea of the story itself and what to expect when it comes to the horror-themed superstars. Plus, to make it better, 2K have also confirmed that we'll feature new voiceovers from all of the featured superstars, as well as exclusive commentary to help bring the story to life. So that's the add-on content for the 2K Showcase. However, if you like the idea of custom stories, then you'll be glad to know that 2K are also adding 5 new DLC towers to Towers mode, which rather than just be a series of matches, these towers will also feature a full story for each tower, complete with unique superstars, voiceovers and commentary. To run through the towers, we have the Fiend, which is centered around Bray's new Fiend character, All Fed Up, which features the Fed Up version of Sheamus forced to take on his fellow superstars who have all been transformed into zombies. Nowhere to Run features Twisted Nikki Cross as she looks to play with the other superstars in her own twisted game. Then one of the family sees the Swampfather version of Bray Wyatt decide to bring on one of his past recruits in Daniel Bryan, who then has to try and avoid becoming the Swampfather's latest addition. Lastly, we also have Nowhere to Hide, which features Survivor Mandy Rose, who has had enough of Twisted Nikki Cross in her games, therefore she's going to do what she can to put an end to the madness. So if you're interested in the story aspect of the game, then there's a ton of new content for you to play through with the addition of these 5 new towers and the 2K Showcase content. Aside from the characters and the stories, there's also additional contents included, as we have 2 new arenas, the first of which is listed as the Wyatt Swamp Arena, which looks very similar to the arena that we've seen previously in this concept image. However, this concept includes an updated ring that resembles the one from the Ultimate Deletion, a wooden fence around ringside, and a bathtub. Alongside the Swamp Arena, we also have this new Cemetery Brawl Arena, which can be seen in this preview, with this arena featuring what I'd imagine is a hearse, as well as a graveyard crypt in the background. As for anything else, also listed as part of this DLC is the tease of dozens of new Creator Superstar parts, with new Creator Arena parts, weapons and new moves, with 2K previewing some of the items here, which include pumpkin themed clothing and what looks to be one of the new weapons, as we have a special goat staff. So all in all, there is a ton of content included here, which is kind of crazy when you think that this is all available for free when you pre-order, as this year 2K are giving away a lot more than just 1 or 2 superstars, as we have this entire pack full of content. So like I say, this is all included for free when you pre-order any version of the game, plus if you opt for the deluxe or the collector's editions, then you'll not only get this DLC pack, but all future WWE Originals DLC. So there you go, that is everything that we have on the first WWE Originals DLC pack. There's a ton of content in there, some of which I know won't appeal to everyone, but if you plan to pre-order the game anyway, then it's a fantastic offer, especially given the fact that it includes the Fiend, as personally I thought the debut would come too late for the game, maybe even too late to make the cut for DLC. So to see 2K not only announce the Fiend as DLC, but also as part of the first DLC and give it away for free is a huge surprise, and something I feel they deserve credit for, as they could have easily held the character back to give themselves more time and then release it later down the line as paid DLC. Anyway guys, that is it for this video, but I would love to know what you make of the DLC. Is it something that you're excited for, or are you still not convinced? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date, as I'll be covering all the latest news on WWE 2K20 as soon as it drops. Until next time though, I hope you've enjoyed this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.